Hi, today I want to make a video about the 13 things I hate about depression. Alright. First thing being, hearing people saying that you're selfish and that you're only seeking attention. Honestly, not really. I mean, like, people who are fake depressed, yes, they are seeking attention because people who say that they are depressed, yet really aren't actually depressed, are only saying they're depressed because they just want people to stay around so that they can keep them as friends. Sorry, the only reason I'm even putting this on is because I'm feeling a little cold and I'm kind of shivering, even though I'm not that cold. Second thing is, it fucks with you and your mind. That is true because, I mean, like if you've had depression for a while, then it slowly starts to fuck with you and your mind. So it fucks your entire life. And it gets kind of difficult. It gets difficult when you try and focus on a lot of things, and yeah. But like if you've had depression your whole life like I have, yeah, it fucks up your entire life. It literally fucks your whole life. And it fucks your mental state, it can start fucking up with your physical state as well. Because sometimes I don't even want to take care of myself, mentally and physically. And socially as well. It can fuck you up socially. So, and honestly, with me, it fucked my social life because, I mean, like, I barely even have a social life because of the fact that I don't even like talking to people because of my depression. Like, I can barely stand talking to anybody. Like, okay, like, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to say like so much, but it's a habit, which I'm trying to break. Anyway, so when I was a kid, like, okay, for example, when I was a kid, I didn't really want to talk to anybody, and I barely even knew it, and I didn't even really know anyone, and I didn't want to talk to anybody, because I was that little loner kid who was awkward and just didn't want to be around people. Alright. The third thing I hate about having depression, the feeling of being alone, feeling like you can't escape, and helpless at times. Which, quite frankly, is true because, honestly, every day I feel, and I know I've said this in videos on my other channel, but every day, even when I'm with other people, I feel alone because depression has fucked me up that bad that I feel so alone, even around other people. And honestly, it fucking sucks. So, yeah. And it also sucks if you have a feeling that you can't escape shit. So, like, honestly, like, okay, with me. Like, with me. with me, for example, I've always had the feeling that I'm not able to escape reality, because I really want to. I just don't want to be here. That's how bad my depression is. Alright. And also helpless at times. Yeah, it can suck, because I know it's like to feel like I'm helpless. Like I can't do anything by myself sometimes. Like there's times when I don't even want to do anything, or even times when I don't feel like shouldn't even do something by myself. So yeah. Alright, fourth thing that sucks that I hate about depression. Feeling like a failure and feeling like a fuck up. That is true, because a lot of people that I know, especially myself, that has had depression, has felt like they're a fuck up and like they're a failure. And it does suck, because it's just not fun. Like, you feel like you can't do anything right. So, and it sucks. So, alright. And you also kind of have a feeling that you feel like every time you fuck up or fail at something, people are judging you. Even if it's not like coming out of their mouth, you feel like people are judging you wherever you go. Alright. Fifth thing I hate about thing number 5 I hate about depression. Self-hatred. My God, yes. Because, yeah. Just like how I've said with all the other 4 things so far. You hate yourself. You don't want to even live. Most people with depression, I know, to my knowledge, people with depression, to my knowledge, don't want to live. So they hate themselves that they are. Alright. 6th thing I hate about depression is the way that you can look. Like with me, I'm not skinny at all. And I hate that, and I want to change that, but if I do end up changing that, it's going to take years of changing that. Just like how it's going to take me to like so many years to be able to change the fact that I have boobs and the fact that I have a vagina, which I hate having. So, yeah. Alright. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thing number 7 that I hate about having depression is that you pretty much self-pity. Pretty much just basically what the synopsis basically of everything I've said so far. So, yeah. Alright. 8th thing I hate about depression would be the feeling of wanting to cry, but feeling that if you do cry, you won't stop. You don't want to stop until you've fallen asleep. Yeah, because sometimes I've cried myself to sleep at night because of how I felt. So, yeah. Alright. Ninth thing I hate about depression is ninth thing I hate about depression is hating who you have become. Pretty much, basically. Because honestly, I never even wanted to have depression. Because why would I? So, alright, 10th thing I hate about depression. Feeling like you no longer have a purpose in life and your goals don't feel the same. Basically because, when you have depression, it feels pretty much like you don't have any, like you no longer have a purpose in life. Sorry, I'm really trying not to say like so much. But, anyway, with me. To be honest, with me, I've had multiple times, I have felt like I don't have a purpose in life, and all my goals that I've had for myself would never work out. So, thing number 11 that I hate about depression. Thing number 11. Hating it when people reject you and abandoning you when they are needed most. Yeah. Because people who make you feel like you can truly trust them, abandoning you, can suck. Especially when they're supposedly your best friends or your closest friends. Seriously. I'm not going to be naming names because I'm not an asshole like that. But, this one girl who I was kind of close with, who was supposedly my best friend, but, she supposedly was my best friend, one of my best friends, but really she wasn't, because after a couple of years of being actually friends, she basically just quit talking to me, and over the summer, we only talked for a couple minutes, for only once, and it's really, we were friends for how long now? For almost 2 years. And after almost 2 years of being friends, you decide to just not talk to me anymore. It's fine if if you want to have if you want to have other friends besides the one person that you're abandoning, but to just fully abandon someone just for other people, really, that's not cool. True friends don't do that. So, yeah. And thing number 12. Haunted by thoughts of self-harm and suicide. Yes. So with me, for example, used up and broken down. Anyway. So yeah, for example, myself. Yeah. Ever since second grade, I think of it fully at that time. But like I started having voices in my head telling me that I'm a worthless piece of shit and that I should kill myself or that I should cut myself or burn myself or whatever. So, but honestly, like, but honestly, the only form of self-harm that actually started for me, a form of self-harm that started for me was in 3rd grade, and it was an eating disorder. So, yeah, that's kind of why, and honestly, it just doesn't really help much when I always feel like I shouldn't even be here. But the only reason I even am staying alive is because I know that I need to stay alive long enough to be able to inspire people and to help other people understand to start believing in themselves, even though I have a hard time believing in myself. Because for a long time, I've never been able to believe in myself. And I'm still not able to believe in myself that well. So yeah. Ah! Ow! Oh my god, that fucking hurt. Yeah, I pretty much like rammed my right leg into here. So I was like, ah! But yeah. But the only reason I even put a smile on my face is so that people don't think that there's anything wrong with me. And that's my problem. People don't, with people with, like myself, people don't really assume much that I'm depressed or anything. So it kind of sucks sometimes when people... So I always feel like if I do end up telling someone that I'm depressed, that I'm not in a good place, people will probably tell me to just, get the fuck over it. Especially because of the fact that I identify as a trans man. So that makes it even worse for me. So... Alright. Yeah, and other forms of self-harm that I've done would be like... I know none of you can actually see it, but another form of self-harm that I've done is pretty much cutting, and the only reason none of you can actually see it is because I decided, I pretty much use this aloe V thing that can, get rid of any visuals of cuts or anything else. And last time I actually cut was, I think it was months ago, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. Great, so I have to take this sweatshirt off because it requires taking off the sweatshirt so I can show you guys where. Ugh. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah, I haven't even cut in months, so in like 2.5, like around 2.5 months. So thankfully, even if I do have thoughts of cutting again, but honestly, I'm just trying to not think of doing it so as much. Oh, great. Huh. Anyway, so yeah, it just doesn't really do so. Yeah, and like with me for suicide, the only reason I seem like I think suicide is stupid is because I know what it's like to be suicidal, because of the fact that I've been suicidal basically since I was young, for like, I don't know exactly how long, but like I know I seem a bit creepy doing that. Anyway, but like the last time I was actually suicidal because of my depression and also because of my gender identity was over winter break. So yeah, it fucking sucks being depressed. Alright, last thing about, and then thing number 13, which is the last thing that I hate about depression. Feeling alone in this fight and nobody else is there to help. Kind of ties in with thing number 11. People just are pricks and not everyone wants to help because people don't think, usually people who are depressed make it seem like they're actually strong enough to take care of themselves, which not always is not always true. So yeah. Alright, bye guys. Hope you like this video. And yeah.